This is the solution video for section 1.2, problem 31 through 36. All right, so what we have here, all right, is uh, some evaluating limits graphically, but we have some special situations going on. All right, so 31, limit as x approaches 1 of f of g of x. All right, so remember, this is where we're going to take f out. And so we're evaluating f of the limit as x approaches 1 of g of x. All right, and so we look at g and we say, what is the limit as x approaches 1 of g? Of course, that is 0. So then we're evaluating f of 0. So what is f of 0? That is -2. All right, then basically the same problem here. We're going to pull the f out. And so I have f of the limit as x approaches 0 of x plus 1. All right, now x plus 1, that has nothing to do with either of these graphs, right? So just think, what is the limit as x approaches 0 of x plus 1? We would plug 0 in and we get 1, right? And so we're really just evaluating f of 1. Right now, f of 1, look here. Well, f of 1, right? This would be like an open circle here. This is a closed circle. So f of 1 is 2, right? So very simple. It's just 2. It has nothing to do with the limit as x approaches 1 anymore because we already evaluated the limit on the inside. All right. 33, we're just going to evaluate the limit as x approaches 1 of g divided by the limit as x approaches 1 of f, right? And so limit as x approaches 1 of g divided by the limit as x approaches 1 of f. All right, so what is the limit as x approaches 1 of g? Well, limit as x approaches 1 of g is 1 divided by the limit as x approaches 1 of f. That does not exist, right? Because the limit from the left is different from the limit from the right. And so 1 divided by does not exist is does not exist. All right, same idea here as 31 and 32. So we're going to bring the square root out. So we've got the square root of the limit as x approaches 3 of g of x. And so what is g of 3? So g of 3 is 4. So the square root of 4 is, of course, 2. All right. Next one, once again, same idea. We're going to bring the cube out. So I have the limit as x approaches 0 of f of x, and then we're going to cube that result. So what is the limit as x approaches 0 of f? Limit as x approaches 0 of f is -2. So I get -2 cubed, of course, then -8. All right, and then lastly, kind of like number 32, we're going to bring the g out. So g of the limit as x approaches -1 of x plus 2, right? So once again, x plus 2, nothing to do with either of those graphs. So plug -1 in, -1 plus 2 is 1. So I'm left with g of 1. So what is g of 1? Very simple, is 0.